It's a very exciting day on the channel as we have acquired the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. You saw the Pixel 7 Pro on the screen. We have our accessories. We have the Fold, the second generation Fold, and we are super excited to unbox it for you today. First off, this thing comes open in a closed box. It's very thin. It's very sleek looking already, and I'm really excited to get into it. Before we do that, let's check out some of the accessories. So we have the Google minty green Pixel Fold case, and it is made up of some junky cardboard. Then we're going to get into it right now. So let's go ahead and undo some of the adhesive here on the tape and check out what we have inside the package. There's not a lot going on with this case. It's actually in two parts. We have this very flimsy front side of the case that has some white pull strips that will be basically 3M tape. And then, of course, we have the back part of the case, which will cover well, it won't cover the camera, but it will cover the back in its majority. It's a very interesting case, only because I'm a little worried that it will be a little too thin and not as protective as I need it to be. But obviously, with the flimsiness, they might be up to something that we'll figure out in a little bit. Moving on, we have the 45-watt charger that we bought alongside the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, and it's a beefy charging block. It's amazing how much power these charging blocks are putting out these days. Classic USB-C interface. There's the 45-watt. Hey, are you wondering how big this is in comparison to the 20-watt charger of an iPhone? Well, here you go. Not too much bigger, but definitely beefier in its size. All right, without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to peel back some of this adhesive cardboard stuff. It's a very thin box, but it's really just being held on by these two pull tabs. What do they call this? Frustration-free packaging. The Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold comes with frustration-free packaging. To give you an idea of the width of this box, I wanted to get a common item, so I went with a SODIMM memory. So if you're a tech enthusiast, you know that that type of memory goes into laptops. So just to give you an idea of how big the box is, there you go. Now this is the Pixel 7 Pro. In all of its glory, it's a relatively large phone, but as you can tell that it is bigger than the box by height, but we'll see what it looks like when we finally get this opened. Pulling these sort of releases the outer box from the inner box. And now we're going to kind of struggle with making sure it's okay. So we'll use our little separator tool to make sure that there's nothing stuck to anything, so we can easily slide the inner box from the outer covering. Of course, I'm just being a little extra cautious here because we're dealing with a pretty big, large financial investment here. We went with the 256 gigabyte Obsidian Black Pixel 9 Pro Fold. All right, as we slide the outer casing out, you'll see a beautiful diagram of what the phone's going to look like when we remove the inner box. Are we going to have a great reveal, or is it going to be in something else? You'll just have to find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This is Extra Techy, where we learn tech and use tech to learn. Here we go. Of course, it's covered with the Google paper. A little disappointing, but that's okay. We are about to do the big reveal of the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. First and foremost, this thing is premium feeling already, even though it's inside this paper. The camera indent looks pretty good. There's some symbols all over the paper. I'm not really sure whether a lot of these symbols mean just yet. Obviously, we have volume, we have power, we have SIM card, we have power and what looks to be a fingerprint. We're going to discover that in a little bit. just kind of just marveling at the thinness of the phone. So before we get to the phone, of course, let's check out some of the accessories. We have our classic USB-C, the USB-C cable, and of course we have some of our documentation. And this documentation, of course, includes a SIM card removal. But in this case, we're going to forego the SIM card this time around. In the Pixel 7 Pro, I have a SIM card through Verizon, but I think I'm just going to activate via eSIM at this time because I don't feel like A, having an incompatible SIM card, and B, having to deal with Verizon directly. So we'll see how that goes a little bit later. All right, now we're ready to peel back the paper here, so let's get it going. We're going to pull the tab and start revealing what this phone has to look at, and there it is. Beautiful glossy screen, so we're going to be a little careful because we're going to throw a screen protector on that, so we don't want to get it too messy right now. Holding it very gingerly, and wow, look at the shape of it, look at the size of it, just look at it. It's an awesome looking device, and I'm looking forward to testing this out and setting it up with you as we go through this video. But let's not get too excited just yet because we still have to put the case on, we have to put the screen protector on, and we have to make sure this thing is well protected. I gotta tell you, the hinge action on this is awesome. There's a little bit of resistance when you close it and open it, and it feels, like I said, it feels like a premium device. We also spent a premium price on it. All right, we sped this up a little bit. I went with a Case Mate screen protector. It is $49.99 on the Google store. And, you know, follow the rules of screen protector and clean it, wipe it, tape it, and then put the guide on and try to remove all the bubbles and peel it back. Now, in the original voiceover, I was really upset about the bubbles, but I read the documentation later, and it says that bubbles will be present for about 24 hours and then they will go away. And I can confirm, after using this phone for about 10 days, the bubbles did go away. Now, we're gonna install the minty green case. I'm going to remove all of the double-sided tape. I guess I'm not removing the tape, but I'm removing the coverings of the tape before we install the front piece. As you can see, I'm just peeling some of this stuff back. Super duper flimsy, but I think I'm hoping it stays on, and I'm hoping it does its best to protect the case. The back of the case is pretty standard Google case. It's got like this little felt on the inside. Everything snaps on pretty much, except for the right side of the phone, the flimsier of the stuff. There's a couple snaps, but most of it's going to be held on with the adhesive. And as I applied the case to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, I gotta say I was skeptical at first, but now I'm all in on how this fits on the phone itself. Look at this thing. The contrast between minty green and obsidian black is really, really good looking, except for those bubbles. Like I said, they go away in a good time. This is just an amazing device, and I can't wait to set it up, so let's get to the setup right now. Let's power this device on right now and start the setup. And in this part of the video, we are going to have a little bit of a time-lapse experience here. There's no reason to see this from front to back, the entire setup, but I can tell you that this video did take me about an hour to record, so we'll speed it up for you so it's not feeling like that, but we're going to follow all the Pixel rules as we do. We're going to use the Pixel 7 Pro to transfer the information to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And it's going to use a little QR pairing system, very similar to an iPhone. And to be honest with you, the transfer was probably a little bit easier than an iPhone. I've done plenty of iPhone transfers in the past, especially for my parents and my wife and all that good stuff. But this was pretty self-explanatory. So we'll get the process started, and we'll be jumping back and forth between time-lapse and not time-lapse. So finally caught up to the point in the video where I actually have the microphone working. So let's listen to the actual reactions. 22 minutes into this video, I'm realizing that the microphone wasn't on. So that's okay. It's on now. and I'll reenact all the things I had to do. This is embarrassing. Oh well. Touch the power button. Wait, what? The fingerprint sensor is on the power button? It's the shorter button on the side of the phone? And now we wait. I'll clean up while we wait. And just like that, copying is done. 145 apps were copied and will be installed after setup. Contacts, photos, music. Honestly, if I could lose some group text messages, that would be ideal. I don't really care about them. All set. You are ready to start using the device. Let's unplug. Unplug. You. Over here, take this out, and let's see. Swipe up to go home. There's all the stuff. It's gonna come there. It's awesome. It's wonderful. Do I have service? Let's see. Slow swipe up to show the taskbar. Oh, do more with the taskbar. Drag an app. Decide to use 2 apps at once. Long press on the divider to pin the taskbar. Ah, I see. Get app suggestions based on your routine. Okay. I like that. Pixel launcher keeps stopping. I love that. It's probably because everything is downloading right now. That's okay. I'm curious about my... Alright, so I see the Verizon... Well, I see the Verizon network. That doesn't mean it's activated, though, so we'll have to come back to that for sure. Let's see what's going on here. Alright. SIM... transferred success. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Use the SIM. Carrier. Wi-Fi calling. Allowed 2G. Usually do Wi-Fi calling. Yeah, so storage is looking good. Only because it basically... It has nothing on here at this time, which is fine. Okay, it's got the normal things, the apps, the images, the videos, you know, it's all good. Okay, and things will start to come back, which is amazing. Let's close it up. Let's see what's going on here. Very slick. Yep, everything is kind of just in limbo. So yeah, this is good stuff. It's installing apps right now. It's doing the thing. I got, you know, things are happening. Finish setting up. 16 contacts added. Fine. You know, it's doing its thing. My calendars aren't quite there just yet. But I have faith that this will get there in good time. It's got 70% battery life. I don't know how the battery will be in the long run, but listen, the Google Pixel Fold Pro, look, fits nice and snug inside the Google 7 Pro. Pixel 7 Pro, right? Thickness, though, look at it. It's actually not too bad. It feels like a normal phone. Right? It's got a little bit more to it, for sure. If we do this, right? Do this. But when we do this, right? Hold it together. It's actually thinner. In my opinion, it's way thin. Saying, and it's smaller. Just pretty amazing. Pretty amazing to be a little bit smaller. So the device ratio is kind of neat. Got my point. Got your 0.5. Got your 1. Right. Got my photos. Look, I took that photo today. That was the old Pixel 7. Beautiful photos. gigantic on this screen. That's awesome. Still has to go backwards. Let's go. Let's close this up. Let's do this. So it's the same. Oh, it has a little bit of a macro. This does have macro. That's cool. 0.5. Let's change it around. Oh, the selfie feature's good. Yeah. Try high quality selfie. Rear camera, high res. Try unfold phone. Boom. And go this way. Oh. Oh, this is neato cool. This is gonna be our high quality selfie. So it's got 10 seconds. Alright. Now let's go. Now how do I do this? Go like this. Right now it feels like it's on this phone, so I have to close it. Right? Reopen it. Swipe up. Go to my things. Welcome to Google Photos. We know that. That's pretty cool. That's nice. Actually, it's beautiful. Alright, well, like I said, things are starting to come across. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is playing around with this, but you know what? We'll have to have some updates for the Pixel Fold, so make sure you follow along on this journey as we continue using the Pixel Fold 9. What's it called? I can't ever get it right. It's called the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. It is smaller, considerably smaller than the Pixel 7 Pro. We say goodbye to the Pixel 7 Pro as we use the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. This is extra techy. Thank you for sticking with me. Obviously, this video is going to be edited severely. But if you did stick with me and you have any questions about the Fold, or if you want to know any opinions about the Fold as we go, you have questions about the financing, please leave a comment and I will get back to you pretty quick, because I've got nothing better to do than answer everybody's comments, and the notifications just come through and I just fire away. So I will try to inform you. And as always, this is Extra Tech. You make sure you like and subscribe. Learn to tech and use tech to learn. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll see you on the other side.